Alright, so me and Lige are out digging at this pretty historic park. Very nice. There was an old woman's home and a hospital over there. Early 1900s. There's Elijah. And I've got my first find here in this hole. This is my first decent signal of the day. And it's a bullet. Now this one's definitely been fired and hit something. Potentially hit this brick wall over here somewhere. That's the first bullet I've ever found that was had an impact, so I thought that was pretty cool. So I guess we'll move on to the next hole. But it's a beautiful day out here. All right, there's Mr. Lige. He is poking at his bottle cap that he's wished was a coin, but he's still having fun because he's with his dad, and he loves his dad, and he's got his Thank You Hashem hat on, and he's thankful for everything. And right here in this hole, we got a pretty high signal right here in this plug. If Mr. Lige wants to come over here and help me hold this here camera, sure, we'll find out what's in this plug. Sound good? There you are, sir. All right, let's see what we got. That's the best signal I've had all day out here at the park. It's a pretty old park, so we're hoping for, you know, maybe at least the old silver or something, but we'll see.
Right in the corner right there. Let's see. I'm hoping you got a silver. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Maybe a quarter. Might be a silver quarter.
See.
Me and you are rooting for a silver quarter, right?
I'll take any silver, actually.
Yeah. Oh, what is it?
What is that?
It's a quarter. I don't know.
It definitely looks a little more modern.
Washington quarter. Let's see.
That's a 1985.
Oh man.
But
well,
cool.
John's gonna like that.
Yeah, John's birthday year.
Yeah.
Pretty good find.
Yep. So, on to the next.
That's right, my man.
Alright, so I was going to meet up with Shawn and Elijah at the park, but unfortunately some ants seem to have different plans, so I'm going to get out and see what I can find this afternoon by myself. I'm going to get out there and let's try to, you know, find something cool, dig up some history. Alright, so I've been asked to keep the camera pointed at the ground at this site, but I'm on the board now with a Lincoln cent. Very fun. Alright, so my next find is an unidentifiable penny-sized coin. I'm kind of thinking I'm about to hit another location. There's so much iron trash right here. It's really difficult. So, we'll see. Alright, so I've moved a little bit so I can show you where I'm at now. You see this beautiful tree here, and right here in this hole. And of course, as always, I'm swinging the Apex with the Viper coil. I've got my Garrett with the Z-lynk. But right here in this hole, I found a ring thing. Not totally sure what that is. It's not totally exciting. But anytime you see something around, it gets you a little excited, but Alright guys, so it's a beautiful day out here under this shade tree, but I'll show you what's not beautiful. This hole right here, you'll always get fooled by these stupid things. Alrighty, so I got my first dime of the day right here in this hole. And I mean, it's a CLAR, I think it's 75 maybe. I don't know, I can't read it totally, but hey, 10 cents richer, right? Alright, I am on the copper. You can see part of that impression there. I can't totally make out the date, but based on the color of the coin and just the overall condition, I feel pretty certain this is copper. Like I said, you see a little bit of that impression there where I pulled it out of the dirt. Very fun find. Alright folks, so I'm very sorry to have to say this, but of course I believe in being, you know, total metal detecting honesty. So I cleaned this coin just a little bit better, and I was wrong. That is not a copper. You can clearly see that is 1999. Like I said, I feel foolish, but I had to fess up on this one. So ziggin. Alright, so I'm out here doing a little curb strip digging today. And my first find was this. Like I say, it's something you'll find a lot out on the side of the road. Sometimes you might have to change your discrim settings. But let's keep digging. You can see here, I've already dug a pretty deep hole. You see I'm still getting 84, jumping to 85, 86. And this hole right here, and like I said, I'm curb strip digging. You see I'm right on the edge of the street. I'm gonna hope this is some treasure. Alright, so this hole right here, it was in the mid 80s, and then I pulled the plug out, and you see it's gotten a little bit better, so we can only hope that this is something awesome. Let's check it out. Alright, so I just flipped the dirt out of this hole, and I rifled through a little bit with the pinpoint, and I saw right on top. And I haven't got a good look at this coin yet. Let's see together what it is. So it's clearly Lincoln cent. I can't totally see the date there, but let's see what it is. Oh, and this one is made of wheat. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna clean it up and we'll take a better look at it in a second. But man, awesome find. Once again, right here on the edge of the street, curb strip a digging. Alright, so this hole right here that wheat just came out of, when I flipped the plug back into it to close it up, you know, fill your holes, guys, do it and try to do a better job than I did right there, actually. But this hole right here, after I flipped the plug back in, I saw what looked to be another coin, another Lincoln cent stuck to the bottom of my clump. And I reached for it to pick it up, and it was actually the impression of that very coin right there. And like I said, I can't see it. I'll clean the house better and clean it up later, but I think it's a 1937 wheat cent. You know, like I said, I found it with the Garrett Apex. And of course, you know, I always say I'm swinging the Apex, Lige swings the AT Pro, Shawn swings the Equinox. You know, we always say what machines we're swinging, but of course, no, we're not sponsored by Garrett. Shawn's not sponsored by Minelab. We're just letting you guys know what machines we're swinging, but of course, if there's anybody from XP watching that are likely to send me a Deus Tutor review, I'd be totally happy to accept that. But like I say, not sponsored, just sharing the machines that we use with you guys. Alright, so I had an 81 right here in this plug. So I'm going to see if I can pinpoint this thing and figure out what it is real quick. Well, unfortunately, this right here was a piece of Let's just go ahead and call that garbage. It looks like a piece of some sort of tube. But let's keep digging. Oh, yes. Do you see that right there? Beautiful. I am on the board with a dog tag. That's the first dog tag I've had in a while. Clearly it's a rabies tag. From what year does that look like? Maybe 17. Very, very fun find. Alright, so it's starting to get pretty dark, so I think I'm about to head in the house and do a quick roundup. Let's look at what we found today. Alright, so there's the board. You see there's the little bit of trash there to the right. There's a piece of a hinge right there, a ring thing, a rabies tag from 2017, and for a second I thought that might belong to an old dog, Cosmo, who passed away a few years ago, and I actually looked at his old rabies certificate, and that number does not match, so it wasn't Cosmo's, but still I always enjoy finding a dog tag, really. So there are 5 Lincoln cents. There's a CLAR dime, and right here, as I zoom in on it, that is my 1 wheat cent that I found today. And we've been looked at it over it several times between me and Shawn and Elijah. When I first saw it earlier, I thought, oh, that's certainly 1937. Then Elijah looked at it and says, oh no, it's 54. And Shawn looked at it, cleaned it up a little bit. And based on what Shawn says and myself looking at it, I feel pretty confident in saying that that is a 1942 wheat cent. But right there you see the beautiful wheat on the reverse. And of course, as always, CLAR. We dig it all. 24/6.